Yep. Well, it's Wednesday, the 31st of May, and it's 6:08 in the morning. Sunrise was at 5:48. A little bit of a breeze in the west. You gotta put the denim jacket on, but I'm glad I put the Carhartt on. Looks like another beautiful day. Boy. Well, there's nothing on the game cameras, but sometime after 2 in the morning, it took 6 pictures of the dark. So something was there on the northwest corner, but it didn't capture it. Didn't capture it. Yesterday, shot down to the Snowmobile Club, 9 o'clock. Got there about 5 minutes before the installation company got there. Watched them for an hour setting up masking and checking out the work site. And there were going to be another hour or so masking because there's a gap at the top where the roof meets the walls. They didn't want to spray the foam up there because they're going to go outside through that gap and run down the new metal siding. So I headed back here, and Kurt Turner went down to his place. He was also at the Snowmobile Club. He went down to his place to pick up his trailer because I had a motor from the chipper. The flail blew up a couple of years back. Motor's so good, 12 horsepower motor, but it has to be has to have more disassembly than the rapid disassembly from the flail going away. And it's like, why is that hair just hanging in there? So he also, Kurt talked to me about this guy named George I'd met at breakfast coming up on 2 weeks ago. George does some welding, and Kurt estimated that if he charged me $20 to weld a plate on the bottom of my Coleman compressor, it'd be a lot. So I said, sure, take the compressor down there and have George weld it. They graded the road, and in the process they took 15 inches of my 1 inch minus away. Anyway, so I went back here. I had to get to the back of the barn where the motor was and the compressor was. Moved a bunch of stuff out. And, well, about 45 minutes later, Kurt showed up with George. George came up with Kurt. And they looked at it. And I think the repair is going to be, mosquitoes get me. I think the repair is going to be more than $20. Because George says he gets $40 an hour. And you want to know how much the compressor's worth, whether it's worth $80. So I have a feeling it's going to be $40 to $80 to repair it, which is fine because it's a good compressor. Come on, bud, let's go. Flynn. So they packed up the motor and compressor on Kurt's trailer. I gave Kurt a 5-quart jug of used motor oil because he burns used motor oil in his heater in his garage. And they took off. So Rita had been down at the sewing gig. She came back and I told her I wanted to take the side-by-side down to Richard's to have it looked at because it's got some problem. And pulled the side-by-side up next to the trailer you just saw and realized I had not had a trailer. I had not had the side-by-side on the trailer since I put doors on it. And it's got a rail on each side, and I would not be able to open the door to get out. It's that tight. So I had to dig the other trailer out, big trailer, and loaded the side-by-side on there. Took me a while to get the trailer out and get the side-by-side on it, lock it down, take a nice easy ride into Lincoln. You'll notice the holes that were here are gone. Huh. I guess the rock rake left some grooves. Didn't do a good job. Anyway, so I got it down to Lincoln. Richard Greg Richards was out selling an ATV to somebody, so they took a while. And waited inside. Before I waited inside, I looked at all the Razors and Generals and Honda, whatever they call them, side-by-sides, 4-seaters, 2-seaters. You know, $20,000 at the lowest, $32,000 at the highest. I can't see putting that kind of money into side-by-side. Man, I'd love to have a 4-seater that we could put the seats down and have Flynn sitting in the back. But I'm not spending $20,000+ on a side-by-side. How do they leave rocks like this in the road? Come through here at night and hit that, you're gonna blow a tire. This is the worst grading job I've seen. Come on, bud. Flynn, come on. So, Greg finally got done selling the ATV and asked me what he could do for me. How can this happen? Told him I brought the side-by-side down. He started to write it up, describe the problem, and somebody else came in that was picking something up or paying for something, so Greg put me on hold and took care of him. And finally Greg got back to me, and we went outside, and he tried driving the Razor, and he saw what the problem was. He observed what the problem was. He didn't see what the problem was yet. So he says probably the clutches, dirty clutches or something. Might have to order parts. So he's backed up. So I mean, it's no use to me if I can't drive it without worrying about breaking down. I'm just gonna have it parked in the barn, so I'd rather have it parked down there so you can work on it when he has a chance. I was going to take some of my empty ethanol-free gas cans, but didn't want to try driving through the gas station with the trailer, so I have to wait for today or whenever. Like, come on, bud. I was hoping at 48 degrees the black flies wouldn't be out, but they are. So, headed back. I was going to come in through 169 Tar Ridge, but I had passed Tim Wooster going down to Tar Ridge. And I see he was out here yesterday to cut the grass, did a nice job. I'll have to extract a portion of the video and send it to Jenny. Let's see, I would have gotten closer to the pole over there, but looks nice. Might be a little bit short. Anyway, I was going to come back 169 Tar Ridge to minimize how much I drive on this powder here. And this dust is just like powder. But the last second I decided to just come straight up North Road. And my worst fears were confirmed. Driving the, what is it? Just over a mile on the newly graded road. Had plumes of dust. Couldn't see out the back window. And got to the house, and I couldn't believe the trailer was covered in this dust. Pulled out the backpack blower, blew off the truck. Put the trailer away, and I figured I'd take a look at the John Deere early in the day. I forgot to tell you, early in the day, the mail had delivered the new belt for the John Deere. Kurt had told me that the belt was the problem, was worn out. So I had gone to the John Deere site, found 6x4 Gator, and ordered that part number that it said. That came in. I had taken the old belt off and put the new belt on before I loaded up. Oh, we got 2 fresh steel tracks. Before I put the razor on the trailer, I took the belt off, put the new belt on, and she was tight going on. But the new belt, I expected it to be tight. Started the gator up, tried to drive it, and wouldn't go more than 3 miles an hour. So I put the gator on the side. And when I got back, I looked at it again, tried driving it. She's squealing. She wouldn't go more than 3 miles an hour, so I tried to take that belt off. I can't get it off. Those are not my footprints. So looks like David, his wife, might be walking down here. Anyway. So I put the gator away and pulled the old belt out, and I can very faintly see a part number on the belt, and it's a different part number. So I finally found specs on the old versus new. Come back to the house. And the new belt is a 1/4 of an inch wider and 1.75 inches shorter. That's why I can't get it off. I was able to. Oh, there he goes. Where you going, bud? Almost. Look, come on, in the house. Come. Come on. I was able to get the belt on, but once she's sitting in that grooved wheel, I can't get it off. There's a belt guard on the secondary clutch. But come on. So Rita's heading to Cal today with Debbie, and Debbie's got to go to a hardware store down there. And Rick said that they might have the belt, so I'll give Rita the part number and ask her to pick it up. Oh boy. Oh, as far as the no trespassing sign on there that posted, I looked back 2 weeks ago at videos, and that sign was not there. So I don't know who posted it. I asked Eli, who owns this property over here, starting the tree line. He said it wasn't him. And Virginia Bruin owns this property, and according to Onex, she owns right to the tree line. And I doubt she's not here, so I doubt she had it posted. Eli told me he's got concrete coming on Saturday. He's putting up another building in there for his cousin, wife, and child. And I told him I'd stop by with the drone and take some before and after pictures. So he said he'd back up on Thursday afternoon. So hopefully the weather cooperates on Thursday, that I can get in there and take some pictures for him, some video. But come here. Gotta get this one off the road. That's good. Oh, okay, getting a little dirty. So, heading back down to the Snowmobile Club this morning. We have to be there at 8 o'clock. The installation was done yesterday afternoon. Or yesterday morning, I can't remember. And we're putting up ship lap today. That's boarding. Kevin had already stained it. So Kevin, Kurt, and me, they'll be up on the man lift. And I'll be down cutting and running stuff around. Got to try and get it done quick because we got the chicken barbecue coming up on July 3rd. Come on, Flynn, no, come on. And Kurt's heading out to Jersey to see his mom. Mom's 93, I think he told me. So he's heading out there on the 15th or thereabouts. Which, according to my calculations, is what, a Thursday or a Friday? Tomorrow's the 1st, 8th. It'd be 15th. It'd be a Thursday. So it'd be gone for 2 weeks. So we got to get it done in the next 2 weeks. Get it all prettied up for having a bunch of tables out there for that barbecue. That's a big sellout. We have I don't know, it's 100 chickens that they have HALVE. They cut it in half. Don't judge me. At Maple Lane Farms. So a retired fireman comes up from someplace down there. He picks up the chickens for us. Brings up his barbecue equipment. Like, come on. He smells other feet. Somebody else is walking here. It looks like David and his wife. Maybe the daughter. Those are not my footprints. Those are mine. Yep. The guy cooks the chicken. Come on, Flynn, let's go. There's a special mixture of Guinness Stout and some other ingredients I can't remember. But Flynn, come on. He's sitting down in the dust, he's getting all full of dirt. It's a chore to barbecue 200 chickens, and I guess a day or two before, a bunch of us get together and shuck ears of corn. Kevin has an interesting way of cooking the corn. We'll shuck it and line it up in coolers. And then he'll pour boiling water over it and close the cooler up and let it cook without touching it. It comes out perfect. I don't know where he came up with the idea, but it works. Oh boy. So that's looks like that's going to be the day. Get down and work on the clubhouse, and then come back here and see if I can get some help from get some help from Rick to get that belt off. If I can't get that belt off with his help, you have to take the the wheels off and try and get the clutch off. And I'm not sure that that'll even work. I hate like hell to have to cut that new belt. It's $60 that would go down the drain. UPS was supposed to stop by yesterday and pick up the tendon cutters that are being returned, but they never showed up. I mean, it was a long weekend. He probably had a bunch of deliveries that were backed up. But I'll have to check on the stats of that. Boy, I need to win the lottery. Then again, everybody does. Flynn already sees the hair by the front steps. Come on, bud, let's go. Come on, he's all the way over here. You're not gonna. He's gonna be gone by the time we get there. I didn't cut this grass the other day. I should have cut it. And it looks like I must cut right where the hair is. It's a little bit taller than the rest. Come on, buddy. looking to the right. I don't know what he's looking at. Get better hold on this leash. There he goes. Alright, buddy, let's go in the house. Alright, that's going to be it for today. Right, bud? Okay. Oh, gotta shut the camera off. Thanks for watching.